Yo, we got a new winter anime season. You already know what time it is. It's time to solo level. It's time to arise from the shadows. Yes, this edgy power fantasy is back. Manhwa popularity is through the roof. Animation looks very sick, so probably the best action show we'll have this season. But yeah, Animune, I'm here. I've watched every winter anime. Most of them, there's over 30, maybe around 40. Feel free to skip around, yeah, because there's a lot of shows. I'm not going to tell you how many fantasy shows we have this season about a dude with the weakest skill. There's a new Bang Dream season, Ave Mujica, which kind of looks like a stage play. There's a Lolly House anime. What if we turn Dr. House into a cute anime girl? Well, it's here. There's a lot of funny romance shows as well, like the Okinawa one where a dude can't understand the girl's accent. There's Ninja Bochi the Rock, okay. There's like cute high school girls going to war, a lot of other crazy stuff, and Sakamoto Days. Fun shonen anime out here. People were dooming because like the second trailer looked kind of boring, no action, and the opening looked very boring. But all these stories are very nice, cool continuations. And yeah, let's get started talking about the anime season. So with Solo Leveling Season 2, Arise from the Shadow. It's here very quick, so we literally had season 1 last year. We have season 2 here. So they haven't really skipped a beat. Jinwoo, he's like super strong. Gun to your head, name 5 solo leveling characters. I can't do it, bro. But yeah, you know, there's like some story, there's some world building. Like we see S-rank hunters doing some stuff. We see like monsters are kind of like getting more powerful, kind of escaping this like island. That's something like to be worried about. It's kind of like turn your brain off type of action show because like, yeah, just like a dude power fantasy gets overpowered. He doesn't seem to learn, but he does get really strong. So yeah, since he's the only person in this world that can level, he's the main character of the story. A lot of stuff is just like happening to him to like progress the plot and make him stronger. So yeah, last season he killed a bunch of people in dungeons. And then he finally got this like cool shadow power in this level up dungeon. And he had like this like job change quest where he became like this shadow necromancer. And now he can summon like an army of dead shadows. So yeah, his main man is Igris, who's kind of like this strong dark red knight. So yeah, you would think that he's strong enough like with his daggers and like physical power and speed to not really use his shadow ability, but it seems like people are sabotaging him. Maybe like the game system or something, but yeah, every portal he goes into sometimes just like transforms, locks him in, and becomes like very hard. So yeah, we start season 2 with him kind of exploring dungeons with other strong hunters like C and B class hunters. And then the problem is the dungeon they're exploring kind of gets locked. So now they're kind of trapped into this advanced dungeon, and there's like a lot of strong like ice elves here and ice bears. He also hangs out with Song-yi, who's one of like his sister's classmates. So yeah, she also wants to like kind of help him out get stronger, but she's also E rank. So yeah, this is like her only chance to like go hunting. We see their party splits up into 2 groups where it's like the strong people on their own fending for themselves. They got like this cool tank with them. His name is Kim Chul, and then yeah, Jinwoo and all the other weak people are on their own, but yeah, Jinwoo, they don't know his true power. So him by himself is just like clearing all these like kind of ice monsters. So yeah, decent first 2 episodes we have here, you know, very cool action. And there's like a funny plot going on where like this S-rank hunter is trying to hunt Jinwoo down, but he gets bored since Jinwoo's trapped in the ice dungeon, so he like walks away, but we'll probably see him later. So yeah, basically solo leveling continues. Jinwoo's probably gonna get more powers, more skills. Kind of spoilers for episode 2, but yeah, he gets a new summon. So that's cool. It was very sick where like one of the guys that ditched him, Jinwoo, kind of like kills him at the same time as he's fighting like this ice elf. And then he kind of like resurrects his body into like this giant shadow tank monster. So that was cool. His name is Iron. So yeah, he has Igris and Iron as his like top 2 partners. He has a bunch of like mage shadows that can like do fireballs and stuff. So yeah, he's like very versatile so far. He has his double daggers. There was like a lot of like sick action where he's just like kind of running around, grabbing things, slow motion. And yeah, the music is cool as well. It looks like he's kind of losing his humanity, killing more people, and you know, getting super strong. Like literally anything can happen, you know, new monsters, new dungeons to explore. So yeah, we just got to see. Also after that, we have Sakamoto Days. So yeah, we have 1 episode, maybe 2 if you've seen both of them. I've read the manga, like only like up to 60 chapters. There's like almost 200, but you know, it's like a fun series, kind of like Spy Family for adults. I like to like consider it because yeah, the main cast consists of an assassin and a mind reader, so you know, they have the family right there. So yeah, there's like a lot of wholesome adventures. It's very goofy, the plot, so you know, there's some serious moments, but a lot of it you don't really take too seriously. I love the pacing in the first episode because they kind of speed run Sakamoto's intro in like 3 minutes where yeah, he's like a famous assassin, killed people, Giga Chad, everyone respects him in the underground world, but he finds like this cute convenience store worker, marries her, and he quits his life as an assassin, gets the dad bod. He's like 300 pounds out here just like chilling on his couch. And yeah, he basically runs a convenience store. He's just like big chilling. And the problem is if you're an assassin, you live the assassin life, more assassins are gonna go after you. So basically a lot of like fun stuff happens where there's like slice of life moments and then there's action scenes where Sakamoto's literally like using his environment, just like John Wicking people, people, killing people with chopsticks, throwing food at them. So it's very funny to see how like laid back the family is. They're like, okay, you know, Sakamoto fighting another guy, okay, just make sure you don't break the family rule where if you kill someone I will divorce you. His daughter's super cute as well. And then his squad kind of gets bigger. We meet this girl in episode 2 called Lou. So her family kind of died and she's trying to run away from like these people targeting her. We see Shin, who's like kind of like a mind reader sidekick, also working with Sakamoto. So yeah, kind of like a funny friendship that everyone is having. And you know, not really much to say about the story so far, but yeah, you know, just like a crazy show. I mean, people were dooming because the opening looked really boring. It's made by Vadi, so the vocals are actually like pretty fitting. I'm pretty sure the quality will stay consistent, maybe. You know, it's a Netflix show, so anything can happen. But it definitely feels like a fun series. Probably like a lot of like goofy moments with a lot of assassins coming on. And then, you know, Sakamoto hanging out with his family. So yeah, I wonder how they'll balance it. But yeah, we have 11 episodes of Sakamoto Days coming out. So it's definitely going to be a good introduction to this popular Shonen Jump anime series. Like, this literally has the best action in Jump right now. I think, you know, since Jujutsu Kaisen is over, it's like a wash. But it's like a very popular new anime. Also, after that, we have some continuations. So the Apothecary Diaries. So season 2. We have 1 episode so far. Yo, it's back. Best main character out here, Maomao. She's kind of investigating more mysteries. She's like helping people, cooking up more medicine, more poisons, doing her thing. So that's cool. If you haven't seen season 1, it's beautiful. I loved it. 24 episodes. Basically, we kind of ended the second core with Maomao kind of resolving the issue with her like deadbeat dad, Lakan, and then like kind of reuniting him with her mom. So yeah, that was kind of nice and wholesome, good wrap up to their story. And now there's still like more open plot threads, like someone was targeting Jinshi's life. There's like this new concubine here who seems very antisocial and plotting her own shit. So yeah, we'll probably meet a lot more characters because yeah, there's like a lot of women unexplored in this anime. Thousands of girls in this kind of like sex area. And yeah, pretty much a lot of fun stuff is happening. Mamo like inventing a lot of shit. So yeah, she's very smart, helping a lot of people. It looks like in episode 1, they're kind of trying to educate more of these women. So Jinshi kind of spreads more books around. And also after that, they find a cat. So yeah, they want to keep it. It's up to Maomao to kind of take care of it and clean it. So yeah, we have Maomao and another cat named Maomao. Surely it won't be confusing, but yeah, very cute first episode. You know, this anime could go anywhere, but yeah, Maomao's in the middle of all these mysteries. She's very smart and capable. So yeah, we'll see what trouble she kind of gets herself into in this season 2. Also, really quick, we have another like cute girl main character, doctor type of anime. This one, she's actually a doctor, and it's Ameku MD, Doctor Detective. So yeah, our main character is Ameku Takao. She's kind of like a medical detective, and yeah, the hospital kind of hates her because she does her own thing. She literally lives like in the roof of the hospital. She's kind of like a tiny gremlin who literally doesn't do her job, but when there's like suspicious things happening, she's on the case. She also seems like way too smart and bored. So yeah, similar to House, like she can see things other people can't, where, you know, people are poisoned or they're injected with something or they're allergic to something, and then everyone is like, oh, we tried every possibility, the scans don't show anything. And Ameku is like, bro, why didn't you try checking the basic shit? So a funny doctor girl, you know, very smart. And it looks like all these cases are ready to be solved by her. It's definitely very cute. We have 3 episodes so far. I think next week's episode is going to be delayed, which is what I've seen. Hopefully there's no production issues, but yeah, definitely like a cute anime, like 100% Dr. House. They made a lupus reference, the author knows. That's like a solid cast of characters in the hospital. So pretty much if you want to watch like a mid-2000s medical drama but in anime form, this one is the show for you. We also have the new Dr. Stone season, so yeah, very exciting. They're adapting the whole manga at this point. So yeah, this is pretty much season 4. It's called Science Future, where the squad are going to America. They're on the boat. They solved the stuff in the New World section where they're fighting the evil old man Ibarra. They get more people probably helping them in future fights. So yeah, that's cool because yeah, they're sailing to America. It's kind of unknown. We don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah, judging from the opening, judging from the trailers, they're gonna meet people. And you know, in America, they do got guns, so we got prepared for that. Just like consistently like one-upping the story, more science, more fun moments. Here, there's kind of like an argument because they have to make it to America, and the safest path is a straight line 70 days. Senku's like, if we can cut it down to 40 days, if we do like a giant curved path because it's shorter. Problem is, it's like really hard to navigate. It's easier to do a straight path. And then Senku's logic is that if we go too late, it's going to be winter. So we have to wait until the winter is over. There's better harvest. So we would basically waste like a whole year. So yeah, what way to resolve this? Senku and Ryusui have a face-off. They have a duel. They play poker. Yeah, why not? And then, you know, like they do the thing where they kind of vignette science with real life situations. So yeah, it's like a real poker game. Everyone is wearing like fancy high-class dresses. They have the poker table set up. And it's Ryusui and Gen facing off against Senku. Problem is, like, Gen can like cheat. He's like a magician, can just like lift up the cards, rearrange whatever he wants, make illusions. So to make it a fair game, we have Kohaku helping Senku in the hottest dress I've seen. Okay, yeah, props to Boichi. You know, this story does have a lot of fan service, but you know, I love seeing Kohaku here again. There's like helping Senku. It's like very unserious. So yeah, just like a fun poker game to like set up the first episode. Senku ends up winning, so they do like the faster path, but they also kind of like set up more stuff in the boat so people have like raised morale. So yeah, they're drinking, they have like an actual bar, and they also have like this whole ass casino here. So you know, fun crazy episode. We're basically on the boat for now, so I don't know how many episodes the boat will take, hopefully not long, or else I'll get Berserk flashbacks. But yeah, you know, pretty much going to the boat to America. Hopefully it'll be smooth sailing. Probably not, because, you know, every season there's like some action happening, some conflict. And now let's start off reviewing some romance anime. So yeah, we have My Happy Marriage Season 2. Another Netflix anime. This one is so good. I love Season 1. So emotional. So yeah, our main character, Mio, it's kind of a Cinderella story with her. Her stepmom abused her, and like she has no self-value, she has no worth, she is just so shy and timid, cannot talk to people, cannot look anyone in the eye, so frail and needs to be protected so badly. So yeah, she gets into an arranged marriage with Kyoka, who is like the best guy to kind of like help her. He's like very strong and stable, and even though he's like kind of mean, he kind of sees her trauma, is very understanding, and kind of like awakens her into a new path in life, helps her like not feel inferior, and, you know, gives her value. It's very wholesome seeing the two of them together. And then, yeah, you know, season 2, I'm welcoming more of the story. The anime looks very good as well. The story kind of opens up where, yeah, there's like supernatural powers. I don't really like the supernatural plotline because it seems very skippable. Like, all these like fights don't matter. Just like Kyoka's very overpowered. Overall, though, you know, it is something to keep the plot moving. So yeah, Mio realizes that she does have magic powers, which is nice. It was kind of sealed by her mom in order to protect her because they're actually like really sought after. So yeah, she has like these dream powers where she can kind of like read people's minds and also enter people's dreams and like kind of help them. So yeah, that's cool. Like season 2, there's probably going to be like more villains coming in to try to like attack her and maybe give her trouble. There's like a plot line where we see Kyoka's parents. They both seem like very evil. Both the dad and the mom are suspicious. Like the mom is like kind of more generic evil, where she just, you know, talk shit about her son, is kind of concerned about prestige. Also talk shit about Mio, but Mio is like ready to accept the challenge to have the mom like her. So yeah, more of this anime, I highly recommend it if you want like an emotional type of story. It is very well done. Also after that, we have Honey Lemon Soda, a new romance show, kind of like a somewhat popular manga series. Unique kind of title. It's about a dude kind of like giving golden showers to girls, maybe. But yeah, it's more of like a shoujo romance story, very classic, where the main girl, she's kind of shy, very timid, but the main dude kind of helps her out, gives her confidence, and then they're kind of like building this romance slowly. So yeah, our main character, her name is Ishimori. People call her Ishi, which means like rock or stone. So yeah, they call her kind of like a statue, basically. She has no emotion, no reactions, they just bully her. And the main dude, Mira, kind of like sprays lemon soda on her accidentally. And then, you know, it was like a good coincidence because they both kind of change into like tracksuits in class. We see like there's like a connection forming, like a friendship almost. But Ishimori doesn't really have too much agency by herself. So Mira kind of like gives her some tough love, yells at her, tells her to like kind of talk more because no one's going to understand what you want if you don't speak. You need to ask for help, people will help you. So he's trying to push her to like kind of be better and stronger. So yeah, that's kind of cool and wholesome. So she's working on herself. She buys lemon soda the next day to kind of like prepare to like attack the bullies. And then yeah, she sprays lemon soda on the bullies. It's kind of like her first stepping stone into being more assertive. And then Mira also like helps her. So yeah, first episode, they kind of scare off the bullies that were attacking her. And then she kind of joins this friend group. So yeah, everyone's like very supportive of her. It probably could be relatable, like not the like lemon soda and, you know, anime bullying part, but mostly just like, you know, growing as a person, getting friends, and then, you know, finding like kind of nice people that support you. If you want some like kind of less wholesome romance shows, we got I'm Getting Married to a Girl I Hate in My Class. This one is straight up garbage, but you know, it's fun garbage. So yeah, the premise is that there's these two people in class that'll kind of yell at each other. Very tsundere, they hate each other, but then their grandparents are like super rich CEOs. So they kind of have an agreement to like kind of marry off their son and daughter who are both like 16 years old. And yeah, they can't refuse or else their companies will get taken over by animals, I guess. So yeah, I mean, a lot of like kind of female characters in this cast. The main dude has like this cousin that's like in love with him. And yeah, the main girl Akane, main dude Saito, they start living with each other. The grandparents are just like speed running this romance. They're like, the Zoomers don't have the attention span to wait 12 episodes. We need you to live together in the first episode and start fucking and having babies. So yeah, the marriages here, you know, these characters are both tsundere. So yeah, they just yell at each other at every moment. They don't want to talk to each other, but then they also get flustered. So they have to keep their relationship a secret, but they probably won't. And yeah, you know, nothing too deep about this show, but you know, it's like a funny romantic comedy. We also have a very decent romance show here. Can You Keep a Secret? Another office romance romance. We had like a decent string of them with like my senpai is annoying, my tiny senpai. There's like the ice dude and his female colleague, and a bunch of other ones that I might be forgetting. But yeah, this one's very nice. The story is fun, and then yeah, the two people, they actually act like adults. So basically two people from the same company but different divisions, and they always kind of yell at each other at work to hide their relationship because they've actually been going out for like months. And yeah, they have to plan things out by, you know, taking different trains, always leaving at different times, and then eating at like faraway places. So stuff like that is happening, but it looks like people will find out about the romance. So yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it so far, very chill. And yeah, the big thing is that they actually have an adult romance. They go on dates, they kiss, they hold hands, and they sleep together. Okay, I'm not obsessed with anime people having sex, but like it's like a big deal. Like the stories usually shy away from it, but yeah, it's happening here. So yeah, hopefully the relationship doesn't get found out, I guess, because, you know, office romance is a taboo. Hopefully they don't get in trouble. Also, another one that's like very taboo but also the opposite of realistic, we got Medaka. Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms. So basically, yeah, you have Teruhashi from Sakike, or you have Ira from Dandadan as of recent, where it's like very popular girl, very narcissistic, self-obsessed, beautiful, everyone is bowing to her, she's the queen. So yeah, it's basically a girl that's like very popular, and all her life everyone's simping for her. But the main character, the main love interest, Medaka Kuroiwa, he's stone-faced, he's not falling for her charms, so she kind of like gets obsessed with him. Oh, I gotta get a reaction from him. What if I flash my titties, my ass? What if I like go on top of him on the bed? What if I touch him? A lot of like random stuff going on in her head. He's basically just like kind of assaulting this guy for some reason. And he just like walks away, no reaction, kind of hides his face. So I thought the story would be that like he had anxiety or something and he just like didn't know how to express himself. But it's kind of like worse than that. So main dude Medaka, he's actually like in charge of a cat shrine. So he's gonna like inherit it, and he has to be like celibate, I guess. So he's kind of like transferring to a co-ed school to learn how to like talk to women and be impervious to women, because he hasn't really been around women, I guess. Like this concept is so bad. Like you didn't have to go through this whole convoluted path. You could have just like made the main guy just like unable to express himself. And the main dude Mono, she's probably gonna escalate things like even more until Medaka kind of like gives a reaction. So yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen, but a very trashy romance show. I don't think it has potential, but you know, I could definitely watch it just because there's like some random fan service moments. And yeah, to wrap up with the romance shows, we have the 100 Girlfriends I really love you season 2. Okay, it's out here. Peak is back. There was like some dooming because I think the lead character designer, she was like crying on Twitter, which was like very sad. People assumed it was for overwork, but then she made like a reply where she said it wasn't related, but yeah, who knows? Hopefully there's no crunch, but yeah, like I feel for her. Yeah, but yeah, basically our main dude, he needs a harem. He needs to save all these girls. He needs to help them out. So yeah, they're here. There's definitely gonna be more girls in season 2. I don't know how much more, but I'm pretty sure he got 6 girls in season 1. So yeah, 94 left remaining. There's girls of all different archetypes. He gets a girl and her mom, so yeah, he's gonna have a hard time keeping these people happy. But our main character Renshiro, he has the heart, he has the spirit to do it. So yeah, more girls out here probably in season 2. We'll see what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, also can't forget about this one. Okitsura fell in love with an Okinawa girl, but I just wish I knew what she's saying. So basically kind of like tourism fetish anime maybe. So yeah, go to Okinawa, there's like cute girls out here. Our main dude is crushing on this girl who has like the vocabulary of a 50-year-old old man. So yeah, not too many young people can understand what she's saying. So yeah, that's pretty funny. There's like the second girl in their friend group that's kind of in love with the main character. So it's like this kind of love triangle happening, but the main girl, she's just oblivious. But yeah, she's kind of like the translator helping him. And yeah, basically a lot of characters out here. It's kind of like in an island, a lot of beaches. There's like the sun shining. So everyone is tanning. And you know, compared to the Hokkaido anime, this one kind of teaches you a lot more about the city. I'm learning so much. Like everyone here has the name Higa. A lot of people are very friendly. They offer you food. And then yeah, the main character's kind of in the middle of it. So yeah, he transferred here. It's kind of like the new kid on the block. And yeah, these girls are helping him. So yeah, fun, kind of wholesome, low stakes romance show. Maybe I'll put it on my to-do list after I visit Hokkaido after watching the Hokkaido anime. After that, let's talk about some fantasy shows. There's definitely a lot of like turn your brain off type shows, but it's also just like a lot of like fun stories as well. I think the main one is Zenshu. So this is a Mappa original anime. It's kind of about like artists and animators, so maybe Mappa's doing a bit of self-reporting here because the main character kind of dies from overworking in the first episode. But our main character, her name is Hirose, and then yeah, she's kind of like a famous up-and-comer and working on this like kind of anime movie, but she's kind of stuck. So she eats lunch one day, it's poisoned, and then she dies and gets isekai'd. It's kind of from this like low-performing anime series that she saw where the story was like kind of very depressing, so not a lot of people like connected to it. A lot of people died. So she's basically using her drawing skills to kind of like improve the world. world, fix things so it gets happier and more people can like appreciate the art. So I guess like some problems I do have is that like, isn't this your own fan fiction? You're disrespecting the author's work. But it's like a cool, like colorful isekai fantasy show. So yeah, like maybe my questions will be answered. It's an original show, so yeah, anything can happen, but Mappa working on it. Character design's like very unique, just like very colorful. We have our main girl wearing like this purple hoodie with long hair and a lot of other like kind of fantasy characters in this party. I like how they kind of give the main character a lot of shit. They're kind of wary of her. They don't trust her. She looks like a gremlin. And then yeah, she has a hard time communicating with everyone, but yeah, it looks like she'll use her art to kind of better herself. And then maybe she can like kind of get back into the real world and then finish up the movie she's working on. Also after that, we have another funny isekai. I like it a lot. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. Very long title. Main character, the main reason to watch this is for Takahashi Rei. So yeah, if you want to hear Megumin's voice, if you want to hear Takagi or Ai Hoshino kind of just like talking to you, bro, she breathes so much life into this character. So the concept is very simple, like one note. It could get repetitive, but you know, I like the quality. I like the kind of goofiness in the anime. Basically, our main character is kind of overpowered, but she wants to like live a stable government job. Just be a guild receptionist. You know, hours are fine unless she has to work overtime. She hates that. But yeah, she's very overpowered. She has like this magic hammer, and she has like these skills that no one else has. So yeah, it's kind of unique. But yeah, basically, there's like this kind of evil dragon that like everyone's having a hard time fight, and she has to do overtime every day because yeah, there's too much paperwork where everyone's like failing this quest. So yeah, she kind of just like takes matters into her own hands, fights the dragon. She has like this mysterious hoodie. People call her the executioner. She like solos by herself. And then yeah, she kills the boss, walks away, doesn't even take the loot, and continues her job as a receptionist. Very happy, but then one of the dudes kind of finds out her identity. He has good eyesight, he can see her in the dungeon, and then he wants her to join his party. And then she's like, nah, I'm good. So yeah, basically this will probably happen. I think more people might learn her identity, and then she'll like, you know, just like try desperately to keep it safe. And then yeah, she'll probably fight more monsters because she does have the magic hammer. We'll see, but yeah, definitely a very cute show. I love it a lot. You know, main character breathes a lot of life to the show. Kind of reminds me of Ao Koga from 16-Bit Sensation, where yeah, like the main character's voice acting kind of just like added so much personality to the character. So yeah, definitely a very fun anime with, you know, maybe a repetitive concept. We also have the Fruitmaster isekai. Don't look up the full title of this anime, worst mistake of my life. But basically people in this world eat skill fruits to get skills. Main character, he has the worst skill, Fruitmaster. You can only have one skill. But then he sees Fruitmaster as a hack where you can just like eat multiple skill fruits and have unlimited skills. This dude is basically Jinwoo from Solo Leveling. So he eats another fruit accidentally, like this kind of cute girl feeds it to him, and then he gets like the sword god skill. So he kind of like hangs out with his childhood friend, goes parties with her. Very by the books anime, nothing really unique here. Just like a main dude just like living his life happy with his like harem of girls in his party. So yeah, you know, just like another turn your brain off isekai. This one has like decent qualities. Also after that we have Beheneko. The elf girl's cat is secretly an S-ranked monster. That's a mouthful. But yeah, basically cat isekai. This dude gets resurrected into like a behemoth, but then he actually turns to like this little cat instead. But he has like all the overpowered abilities. This elf girl kind of like adopts him. She has big titties. So much fan service in this anime. But it's pretty much the concept. The cat is helping her adventures. So yeah, wholesome elf adventures, I guess. If you want to self-insert as this cat, you can definitely do that. If you want more elf adventures, we have Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf. This one's also like pretty cute. Nothing like too deep about it at all. Like kind of wish fulfillment. Basically, the main dude, he kind of like goes to sleep very early because he loves dreaming. He like just dreams that he's in an isekai every day. Maybe like he has like lucid dreaming. But basically it's just like a fantasy adventure in his dreams. But yeah, one day when he goes on an adventure with this elf that he knows, they both get kind of burned by a dragon. And then they both kind of wake up in his room. So yeah, like he can bring people from the dream world into his world. So yeah, it's not a dream, it's actually real. And now I guess she's like kind of living with them. I think she can like go back to that world, but I don't know how it'll work because yeah, in order for the anime to work, she has to explore Japan. So yeah, maybe they'll do both because yeah, if she's stuck here, then it might be hard to live her life. But yeah, I mean, she's hanging out with the main dude, very wholesome. It did not seem like they tried with the story concept. It's just that yeah, this elf will explore Japan. She'll go like, oh shit, what is that thing? What is? Oh my god, that's what's going on here. You know, dream isekai, schizo man. We also have Headhunted to Another World from Salary Man to Big Four. Another kind of like kingdom building isekai. This one very similar to other ones where like the human works with the demons. Our main character, Densuke, he gets recruited into the demon army because he's just like a overworked salary man. No one really appreciates the hard work he's been doing. He always have to like kind of climb up from the bottom, fend for himself, and use his good work ethic to like kind of solve problems. But yeah, now like the demon lord sees his value, summons him here, and now he's just in stride, was like working, negotiating with like other races of monsters, and he's using the skills that he learned to kind of like help negotiate with other people. But that's cool. He has like a lot of girls that are like crushing on him too. And we also have this other kind of like bad isekai, possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. It is though by the books, generic, like there's no story. It's like they didn't try with the story. It's like every other isekai you've ever seen. Dude just gets like OP powers, I guess. There's also another one like kind of similar, very generic. I'm a noble on a brink of ruin. I might as well try mastering magic. This dude, he is overpowered in magic. He doesn't really keep things secret. He's just being overpowered, I guess, and then just trusting strangers to help him. And yeah, he's just like very strong. Okay, that's it. Also, yeah, let's talk about some other random shows we have this season. So yeah, no theme here, just like crazy ass shit. This one, bear with me for the name, Baban Bonbon Vampire, or Banana Vampire, or Dan Vampire if you would like. Very funny, kind of like random ass story, basically about like gay vampires, I guess. Our main dude kind of doing some Michael Jackson impressions. He's basically a vampire working in this bathhouse, and then he's living with his family as well, so they take care of him. And then he's also in love with their 15-year-old son. Not problematic at all. So the goal of the anime is to protect the son's virginity. Because our main vampire, Mori, he wants to suck his blood when he's 18 and still a virgin. That's when the meat tastes the best. So yeah, like first episode, very funny. Just like, I was very unsure whether to support this guy or like want him to fail. But yeah, basically the 15-year-old high school kid, Rito, starts his first day, kind of bumps into a girl, and then he kind of crushes on her. The main vampire, he's like panicking now. There's definitely gonna be a lot of like crazy ass characters here, and yeah, they'll probably have the same goal, protect his dude's virginity. We also have from Bureaucrat to Villainess, Dad's been reincarnated. So basically another otome game, Villainous anime. Main dude gets reincarnated as a girl, so he's kind of like an otaku himself, but he's not really into otome games, so it's like new territory for him. But then like the game kind of translates his movements like very perfectly, so since he's like an experienced old man, all of the Villainous's moves look very experienced. She's very caring, so she kind of like cares for the main girl and then kind of rizzes her up unintentionally because he kind of acts like a parent. So basically this old man just like living the villainous life so easily and now he's kind of like becoming the hero Villainous. We also have Tasokare Hotel. I like this anime a lot. Kind of like a cute like mystery solving anime where like when people kind of die and they have lingering regrets, they go to like this purgatory hotel and they kind of have to solve their cause of death, and they choose to either move on or maybe they can fight back and then go back into the real world and survive. So that's what's going on. Basically our main girl, she also dies. She gets murdered. Her name is Neko, but when she was coming home from the Idol concert, someone murdered her. So it looks like she's unaware about her lingering regrets or what happened to her, but also she's working in this hotel now. So she's helping solve other people's unsolved like murders. It's a cool concept with some fun characters. We'll see what's gonna happen because yeah, as more people get invited to this hotel, then that means more people are dying, so we gotta save them. We also have I'm living with an otaku NEET Kunoichi, huh? So Bochi's the rock anime, main girl with pink hair, but she's a shut-in. She's also not like socially anxious. She's just pretty lazy. So a kind of cute girl with yoga pants and yeah, ninja gear, just like lacing around, likes to play video games. The main dude's kind of like taking care of her because he's like getting attacked by demons. He's very cursed. So they have like a relationship where she is his bodyguard, and in return, she can live with him rent-free and gets free food and taken care of. So a crazy ass ninja anime, and then there's a lot of other ninjas like hanging out with them. We definitely see a romance forming between them. It's like reverse Senko-san kind of. So instead of like Senko taking care of this dude, he has to take care of her. And we also have Unnamed Memory Season 2. Yeah, crazy continuation because Season 1 was so ass. Like, I hated it for multiple reasons. I think the main reason people hated it was, like, the pacing was off. Very fast. Like, nothing really seemed to breathe. This relationship did not seem like it made sense at all. Like, the main dude, he's basically like Gary Stu. That's why I didn't like it. He just whizzes her up so easy. He can commit sexual assault. Doesn't matter. No doesn't mean no for this guy. So, yeah, I didn't like it because Oscar, like, everything got rewarded to him. Just, like, Giga Chad, he gets all the, like, buff self-protection. He kind of participates in these fights, even though, like, the main witch, Tinashe, kind of tells him to run away. So yeah, a lot of like stuff happened in season 1, but the gist of it is that Tinashe, she kind of fights this witch, and then there's like this huge magical spell that like sends Tinashe into another timeline where like stuff happens very differently. But yeah, like Tinashe is like known as the witch killer now. And then Oscar, he's still cursed, so he still tries to find her. So yeah, season 2, I'm not really recommending to watch it. It still like has the same problems as season 1, I'm pretty sure. Maybe the pacing will be better. That'd be a good thing. But yeah, I thought this show had a lot of potential for like a cute witch romance show. It really didn't feel like that at all. Don't like the characters. We also have Ave Mujica, the Diaries cast. So there's 2 episodes so far. This is the bang dream. It's my go season 2 pretty much. So if you haven't seen Bang Dream, it's kind of like another idol show, high school idols, where like everyone in the city seems to like be into music. There seems to be an influx of bands. It looks like there was like a lot of drama where it's like a lot of like kind of quirky characters, and they're all trying to like kind of form this band. Their band broke up, but they're trying to like remake another band. Their band is called Mygo, and you know, they're like performing, everything is successful and good. It's like in season 2 they're doing like this stage play type thing, and then there's like some conflicts going on, but you know, they'll probably kind of deal with all of that. So yeah, like I've seen like very positive reviews for the show, kind of hyped up. It's okay. Like you do have to watch Bang Dream, which is like a decent kind of like CGI idol anime, and season 2 seems to be doing like something like kind of different. So there's some like cool interesting moments in these first 2 episodes. There's some other crazy shows. One is Momentary Lily. This is a Gohan's anime. It feels so much like a gacha anime. They do way too much with the animation. Kind of very crazy and distracting. Like people's hairs are moving, their clothes are moving in the wind, titties are bouncing up and down. This anime seems like very emotional, but also like 100% like a weeb's anime for sure. Because yeah, so many tropes. There's like the older sister character, there's a gamer girl, there's like a girl that goes bang bang, there's a shy girl, and then there's kind of like the student council president type of leader. Basically, I called it a gacha anime because it reminds me of any like post-apocalyptic city anime where, yeah, girls are fighting giant robots with their like kind of magic swords. So here it looks like there's these giant robots called the Wild Hunt, Witcher reference. Oh my god. And then yeah, it seems like they suck people and make them disappear. So this whole city has no people in it basically. The last remaining survivors are these like kind of 5-6 girls. There might be more in the future, but they're just like living, surviving, fighting these robots. They're somewhat oddly happy and positive, even though they can die at any moment. So yeah, it kind of like takes you aback at like the dissonance between how happy things get and also how tragic things get as like, you know, they're fighting stuff. But definitely a crazy show. I do like it. Also, we have a summer kind of girls fighting stuff, child soldier anime, Grisaia Phantom Trigger. So I think the original of this was The Fruit of Grisaia from 2014. There's a lot of other continuations. This one you can kind of watch standalone because like there's a lot of characters that you might not be familiar with, but you know, the concept is like very easy to get into. There's like girls becoming child soldiers. You know, they go to like this military school, they're like, you know, fighting terrorists, stuff like that. Like, I don't know why they're sending these cute girls with no body armor to shoot people, but they're doing it. It's like a funny concept, continuation of the like kind of Grisaia series, I guess. We have some other shows I'll go over quickly. We have Anyway, I'm Falling in Love with You. Kind of like an interesting reverse harem. I don't know like the end game here. But it looks like the main concept is like a girl that kind of like wasted her life, it seems like, but then she looks back on her memories. So she has like 4 dudes around her, friend zones all of them. They all seem to have secret feelings for her. So yeah, we'll see how she'll navigate through that. A lot of the characters seem very aggressive though. So yeah, like the main dude kind of like puts the moves on her in school, like, and just pushes her against the wall of a shower, and then like the shower starts like getting her wet. It's definitely very dramatic and crazy. I don't really have high hopes of this anime, but you know, maybe the story has something. We have Medalist, very cute show about ice skating. Like if you've seen Yuri on Ice, or if you know about ice skating, yeah, it is very hard. You have to start young. You have to be very flexible, and you know, you can have a lot of injuries like on your ankles and knees. So yeah, definitely very dangerous. Our main girl, she's kind of getting older. She's like 11 years old. So even though she's like really good at ice skating, her mom doesn't really want her to be there because to avoid injury and because she's like not young enough. But yeah, like it kind of tells you don't give up on your dreams. You're never too young. And yeah, the main dude, he's also a coach that also like went through like similar things where he was like too old. So he's kind of like mentoring the little girl. It's pretty wholesome. I like these kind of like second chance stories where like, you know, people kind of redeem themselves, get stronger, and achieve their dreams. There's the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. Similar to the campfire cooking anime, but this one's not by Mappa. Like the animation quality is not as good. They basically just like random concept. Dude gets like the Amazon shopping list, which is such an overpowered skill because it's pretty much like you have unlimited food technically because you can order whatever you want. The catch is that he does have to spend real money on it. So yeah, dude gets isekai'd. He has like an item box and he can buy stuff. Just like buy items that don't exist in his fantasy world, clothespins, anything like mildly technologically related, and you know, just like live an easy life. So that seems to be happening here. Like my dude's just like chilling. It looks like a lot of girls will be attracted to him. He has like the shopping riz. We also have I left my A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. I didn't like this concept at all. I thought like, wait, this story seems so bad. Because like legitimately, like a dude kind of like leaves his party because they don't see his value. He's kind of like a magician that like uses a lot of items, but his party like doesn't see the value in him. So yeah, they kick him out, but then he hangs out with like these girls that he was like training with before, and then he kind of carries them through dungeons. Also, I feel like the girls aren't growing because they're just getting carried. So I do have some problems with the story concept. We also have I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons. Kind of cute like European Kingdom fantasy show. Basically the main girl Leticia, she doesn't want to be a princess, but as she gets older she just just wants to like do her own thing, so she like leaves the kingdom, but she's still engaged to the prince, so she has to kind of like find a way to dump his ass. We also have Ishura season 2. I saw the first episode. I need to really see more to get more opinions on it, but yeah, the first season was nice. There's like random ass characters fighting these guys with like these like legendary backstories and, you know, being able to like fight armies. Here there's kind of like this Ishura tournament where like the remaining survivors from season 1 start fighting with like other legendary people that are built here. But I definitely recommend season 1 if you do like people just like fighting each other in like this fantasy environment. And then finally, for the new anime this season, we'll save the best for last. So we have Flower and Ashura. It looks very good. I love this one a lot. Basically made by the same author of Sound Euphonium. It's kind of like a yapping anime. So yeah, the main girl, she's kind of like a storyteller. She likes using her voice to spread stories and talk to people. The problem is she's kind of shy. She also lives in this island with only like 600 people. So yeah, when she actually goes to high school, she gets scouted and recruited, but she kind of like ignores her own happiness to kind of just like stay on the island and don't cause trouble for anyone else. Where her mom's like, no, stop limiting yourself, have fun. So yeah, an extroverted girl character comes in, this blonde girl. I like her a lot as well. Her name is Mizuki. She's like, oh wow, your voice is insane, join the broadcasting club. So Mizuki kind of asks the ferryman to delay a little bit so like the after school club people can also take the ferry. So yeah, definitely a very wholesome show, cute concept, very high quality. I just love seeing people in this club talk, and you know, fun unique story concept where we just like explore the broadcasting club. Oh, there's also a Sorairo Utility, kind of like a golf anime, cute girls doing golf. There's like 2 episodes so far and it's very cute. So yeah, that's it for most of the new shows. We have the 2 core anime from last season as well that I'll go over. So there's Blue Box. They're continuing the storyline as well. Relationship gets stronger, competition keeps going, love triangle is still there, the romance is very wholesome still. So a lot of like open plot threads to solve, a lot of like new characters getting introduced as well. And yeah, there's like some heartbreaking moments happening as, you know, people are performing, losing in a competition, but also trying hard in this romance. We have Shangri-La Frontier season 2 as well. I love the second part of season 2. It seems to be very good. New opening, very promising. So yeah, a lot of new characters out here. The story just like keeps continuing, very high quality. So yeah, just like a fun show. And also we have Orb. So part 2 of Orb continues. It's crazy, new characters out here, like very emotional. Like the finale for the first arc was insane, and now we're kind of in the future. I'm not gonna tell you how much, but we're on episode 16. The environment has changed, but like a lot of similar characters are there, kind of grown up. So there's like a lot of people from different sides just like fighting. Dragon Ball Daima is also continuing. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna have, but yeah, you know, the anime does go on. ReZero season 3 is gonna continue. I'm not sure when, but yeah, look out for that. Danmachi season is gonna continue as well. I think it's gonna have 15 episodes, so we're only on episode 12. So they're gonna be back for 3 more. I mean, we need to see the conclusion to season 5, so hopefully we get that soon. There's more Ari Fureta, there's more of Amagami Sisters, and Trillion Game, which I haven't really like kept up with, but yeah, those anime are there. There's a lot of like cool, crazy, unique shows, wholesome stories, and you know, it's like sick action as well this season. So yeah, that is it for the anime review. Thank you for watching first week of winter anime. There was a lot to talk about. Hopefully I didn't bore you. But yeah, I love these stories. You know, a lot of like isekai fantasy shows, romance shows as well. But yeah, solo leveling, edgy as ever. Apothecary Diaries, they are cooking. I love to see Maomao just like being the protagonist. Sakamoto Days, my man Sakamoto, you know. We'll see him fuck some people up. And all these other anime continue. So yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a comment what you're watching this season, and I'll see you next week, because yeah, I try to review anime every week. I try to watch a lot of anime that are popping off, very fun, have reviews, and yeah, maybe the underrated ones as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Peace.